when entitled Karens get arrested.
You looked at me in my eyebrows. I looked at you outside of the plane before I ever went in there. You didn't have masks on. No, can I say something before anybody takes me out so that I can just say what I have to say? And then I can say what I have to say, and then that's... I will do what y'all want me to do because I'm here now.
Here on Earth, everyone is supposed to have equal rights, and the law is supposed to treat all of us the same way. But you know, there are folks out there who believe they're exempt from the rules and like to argue with cops when they're told to follow them. In this video, we're going to take a look back at some instances when entitled Karens found themselves getting arrested. So without further ado, let's dive into the first case on our list. Meet Adelaide Gabrielle Shang, a resident of Saratoga, who found herself in a bit of legal trouble after causing a scene on a Delta flight at Southwest Florida International Airport in July 2021. She ended up being found guilty and decided to plead no contest to misdemeanor charges for resisting an officer without using violence and trespassing. As a consequence, she was put on a 6-month probation sentence. Added to that, the court took into account the 16 days she'd already spent in custody and mandated her to undergo psychiatric and substance abuse evaluations. It all started when officers at the Lee County Port Authority had to intervene in a chaotic situation at Gate C around 7:30 a.m. on July 7th, 2021. The flight attendant had flagged Shang's erratic behaviour, citing her refusal to comply with mask mandates despite repeated warnings. Moreover, Shang was reported to have spat at other passengers, which led the captain to make the call to have her escorted off the plane. In the BODYCAM footage, you can see officers approaching Shang in seat 24C, instructing her to gather her belongings and exit the aircraft.
Okay. Hello.
We're going to take you off the aircraft.
Where'd you at?
Yep, you're going to have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're out there, and I compliment you in that way.
She's a representative of the aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay? So you're going to have to get off the aircraft.
After they made us wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is, but right now I'm going to need you...
And that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to grab your bag and just step off the aircraft.
And I did not do anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what fucking America's about.
Calm down.
No, you know
Listen
that.
to me. Grab your bag.
You know that. You know that.
Give me another unit on the plane, please.
If you are ever going to put your hands on me.
Grab your bag.
No, I will grab my bag. But you don't want to sit here and say what I have to say to you.
Listen, no one's going to put their hands on you unless you
alright,
have to.
you
grab
won't.
Your bag and just step off
you
the
won't.
Okay, but I need you to get up.
No.
Okay?
You need me to get up? You may need me to get up, but you know what I feel my need to do as a person? Just like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
You need to calm
No!
down.
She pushed back and got into a heated argument, making aggressive gestures towards the officers. The video shows her eyes were glassy and her speech was a bit slurred, suggesting she might be impaired. Even after being told several times to go, she insisted she wasn't involved. The officers cautioned her that she could be removed from the scene as a passenger and could be arrested.
That was already happening.
It won't happen
Okay.
if you get up and walk out with me right now.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to...
Trust
Yep.
that.
Right now they're going to deplane. As soon as they deplane, you're going to jail, okay? If you do not get up. That's how it's going to work.
Do you see how that's a threatening system?
That's the way it is, man.
It's not cool. I want to
gonna-
trust you. You want to trust me? That's not healing. We're not healing.
Okay, get off the
That's
plane.
not
Come on.
healing.
Get off the plane.
Can I trust you to not? I feel like you're still gonna...
Let's go. Off the plane. Grab your stuff. Grab your stuff.
Are
Get
you
off the
gonna? Can I
aircraft.
trust you?
Listen, have I touched you yet? I'm trying to get you off the aircraft. That's all we're trying to do.
Do a control situation. If I get off the plane, you said you wouldn't arrest me.
Because they were worried about everyone's safety, the officers had to physically take her off the plane before the usual disembarkation process. Even after they handcuffed her and put her in a police car headed to Lee County Jail, Shang kept on yelling at the officers.
No, man, that's not okay, dude. That's not okay. You know it.
29 Central, 10:15.
Why did you
Yeah, for 1015 at 0745.
You represented
Get over here. Up against the wall. You're going to be placed in handcuffs, okay?
I see your phone.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, we tried talking to you.
No, you really didn't. I talked back to you and I was calm. And you honestly
behind your back.
acknowledged me for a moment and then you didn't.
Leave your hands there.
Why did you do that? Like that. You didn't have to do that like that. You
Okay.
didn't have to be like that.
Come with me.
I wasn't doing it.
Come with me.
No, man. This shit is fucked up and you are a part of this system. It's fucked up and you do. You do. You looked at me. I saw you look at me in my eyes. That's not real, man. That's
Just
not
grab her bag.
real, man.
Is there a bag on there?
Yeah, she had a green bag.
In Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, on the second point, Katie Wright, the mother of Dante Wright, who tragically lost her life in a police shooting in April 2021, ended up briefly held by the same police department. This recent encounter happened when Katie paused to film an arrest during a traffic stop, voicing worries about the well-being of the person being cuffed. Katie Wright voiced worries about what the officers from Brooklyn Center might do during the arrest she observed. The death of Dante Wright in 2021 led to significant unrest and demonstrations in the area.
Thank you. I want to be on that camera over there. So, she's recording over there. I don't want my face on camera. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Obviously, we're going to make sure no one else in the car is.
She's good, I'll take it.
No, don't worry about it. Come on.
I need your driver's license. What's that? You're going to give me your driver's license or I'm going to take you to jail for obstructing. You're driving a vehicle. You're going to go to...
Take me to jail. Just here, I'll come to here. Come where I'm at. What the fuck?
Okay.
You know who I am, right?
No, I have no idea
My name
who
is
you are.
Katie Wright.
Okay.
And I promise you guys killed my son, and I'm going to videotape it.
The Brooklyn Center Police shared footage with their body cameras showing an officer approaching Katie Wright and being asked for her driver's license. But she refused, saying she hadn't been pulled over and didn't need to show it. Things got tense when the officer pulled her out of her car, took her phone and placed it on the car's roof. In the video, you could see the officer leading Katie to a grassy area, holding her arm behind her back. Katie said the officer's forceful grip injured her wrist. Despite being detained, she told the officer who she was and said she was going to record what was happening.
And if you take me to jail, I will sue you.
Let's talk about the third case. Terry Lynn Wright, a 65-year-old woman, previously got into trouble with the law for not wearing a face mask and resisting a police officer in Galveston. Now she's back in the spotlight, this time at an office depot in Texas City. The police were called after employees asked her to leave because she wasn't wearing a mask. When they arrived, they found she had warrants related to her earlier incident, so she took her into custody. No new charges were added, and she was taken to jail in Galveston County. The earlier incident, which happened at a Bank of America branch in Galveston, was caught on body camera footage. In it, a bank manager directed the officer to Wright after she got upset about being told to wear a mask, arguing that the state's mandate had been lifted.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll say if they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
My money's in this bank, and I'm going to take it out.
Well, then you have to
And
abide by the
after I do
rules,
that,
and you have to have a mask on.
This is a state.
It's not. Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a mask. That's their choice.
My money out.
Awesome. Well, you need to go and get a mask and then take your money out. You're not allowed to do.
I've been waiting here.
Ma'am,
for about 10
listen,
minutes.
we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way.
What are you going to do? Arrest me?
Yes, for intruding on premises.
That's hilarious.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And you believe in this?
I believe in it.
Do you believe in this?
The laws, yes.
The laws?
The officer reminded Wright that businesses could turn away customers who didn't follow mask rules, something Governor Greg Abbott still allowed. When Wright insisted on getting money from the bank, the officer told her to get a mask and come back to finish up. Things got heated as Wright refused to listen, and the officer warned, "Ma'am, we can do this easy or tough." Their words turned into a scuffle, and Wright ended up getting arrested. Afterwards, she got some minor injuries and had to go to the hospital nearby for treatment.
Some old lady is getting handcuffed here. Here, people. Out.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back. Say, you don't stop resisting. Stop.
Is anybody gonna, like, get real here? Really?
Relax.
No one's gonna get real? Wow.
Come on.
Oh, you're gonna smash my head to the ground now? Now you're smashing my arm into my private area?
Your private area?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
My hand is behind my back, sir.
This one. Turn over on your stomach. Put your hand behind your back. Relax.
I'm totally relaxed.
No, you are not relaxed.
In an interview with Eyewitness News, Wright shared that she had embarked on a road trip to Galveston in an RV to check off some items off her bucket list. Her stop at the bank was to close her account, and she had to go to the Central City branch because it was the only one she could access. Wright mentioned that she preferred using the drive-thru, but her RV made it impractical. Despite encountering resistance to mask wearing and her skepticism about the pandemic, she stood her ground during the encounter. Different businesses have the authority to set their own safety rules regarding COVID-19 and can refuse service to customers who don't comply, as happened with Wright. While Bank of America didn't comment on the incident, they emphasized their commitment to following health and safety guidelines, including requiring face covering on their premises.
Terry, tell me about what happened yesterday in the bank.
Well, in the bank. I walked in, and the lady who was at the door said, do you have a mask? I said, no, thank you, I don't need one. And she says, well, you need a mask. Here's a mask. I said, no, thank you, I don't need one. And I'm standing on my little red dots. So she's like, ma'am, you have to leave. I said, I just want to close my account. I'm going to get my money, and then I'll leave. I can't go through the drive-thru. I'm pulling the rig. So she says, well, if you don't put a mask on or leave, then I'm calling the cops. I said, well, do what you have to do, you know? So there was a lot of people in the bank. They only had one teller going, so it took a while. If they had been faster, I could have been gone already. But so I'm like next in line, and all of a sudden this cop shows up and, ma'am, you gotta put your mask on. I said, no, I don't. It's against my civil rights. I do not have to wear a mask. There's no law that tells me I have to wear.
In the fourth case, we have Unia Chapman, a 25-year-old resident of Syracuse, who found herself in court as the legal aftermath of an incident in Armory Square unfolded. The charges against her were misdemeanors, including petty larceny, criminal mischief, resisting arrest, and a non-criminal harassment charge. These charges stem from a confrontation from the police on February 4th, 2021, where she ended up bloodied and pursuing justice for a police brutality claim against the city. The accusations revolved around an alleged incident at Nick's Tomato Pie on Walton Street, where it was claimed that Chapman stole $50 to $75 from a tip jar. Chapman, however, maintained her innocence, explaining that during a disagreement with employees, she briefly grabbed the tip jar and dropped it before leaving the restaurant. The situation escalated when law enforcement arrived, leading to Chapman resisting arrest and sustaining injuries as her head hit a window frame.
Relax, stop for a second, relax. Well, you jumped over. Well, she took money out of the tip jar.
I didn't take nothing out the tip jar. I gave him the tip jar back, but I was very frustrated by it. I waited in the line for like 30 minutes.
I know, but sir, it's
for fucking barbecue pizza.
I got you.
I'll take my tip jar.
Hold on.
Hold on.
She's not allowed to leave yet.
She didn't say the
I got it, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a ton of people in there. They are very, very busy, okay? I know if you have to wait, you gotta wait, okay?
I don't mind waiting, but I was very frustrated because I don't eat pork. and they didn't have no cheese left, so you was trying to tell me like, oh, you.
I got you. Let's grab the tip jar.
They rob us every weekend.
All right, give me a second.
But I paid.
Grabbing the tip jar inappropriate.
I paid him for the pizza and I tip him every weekend.
Okay, I get that.
Okay, when he came back outside, though, I gave him the whole tip jar bag.
Okay,
Ask
I
him.
got you.
Okay, I got her. Naya! Bro, that's annoying. Okay, calm down. It's some fucking tip.
Police claimed she spat at an officer, resulting in a harassment charge. Additionally, she faced a criminal mischief charge for kicking out the rear passenger window of a patrol car. During the ordeal, while getting help from the ambulance crew, Chapman was given a sedative. She claimed in her lawsuit that the police had ordered it. Out of frustration with the situation, she took legal action against the city, lodging a complaint with the Citizens Review Board and filing a notice of claim. When she faced the city court, Chapman pleaded not guilty to the accusations and was allowed to leave without bail, which is a typical result for minor offences under the bail reform. Afterwards, Chapman underwent physical therapy and had to use a wheelchair to get around. Let's talk about what happened at a Florida supermarket. Luba Bozanich, who worked as a licensed clinical social worker, made headlines in a viral video. She couldn't wear a mask due to a medical issue. When a cashier requested she follow the mask rule, she got upset. Unfortunately, her reaction turned ugly with offensive remarks aimed at Nala Ibad and her husband, showing anger and making racist and Islamophobic comments.
They're here in our country, in our country, in our country. Pull that up, pull that up, honey.
Yeah, pull.
Muslims, they're here in our country, in our country, in our country. Get out of my face, honey. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Want me to spit on you again? God, you're ugly. No wonder people hate you.
After the cashier asked, Bozanich made a shocking comment saying she wished she was from the same country as the customer to avoid wearing a mask. When Ibad clarified that they were from New York, Bozanich's behaviour took a turn for the worse. She started hurling insults and racial slurs, including the N-word, at Ibad and her husband. Things got even uglier when Bozanich allegedly spat on Ibad's husband, prompting Ibad to start recording the incident on her phone. Video clips of the encounter spread on social media, showing the full extent of Bozanich's verbal attack. In one clip, she referred to the Ibads as effing Muslims and used offensive language while mocking Ibad's clothing.
I'm tipping you. I'm tipping you. You're ugly. No wonder people hate you. Israelis rule.
I know.
Israelis rule. Israelis rule because you guys are ugly as yeah. Israelis rule. We rule.
Even more intriguing, Bozanich went ahead and phoned the police, claiming the Ibads had made verbal and physical threats. This only made matters worse, prompting the police to step in. When the officers showed up, they ended up arresting Bozanich instead of the couple. Bozanich's demeanour changed from hostile to desperate. She broke down in tears, pleading with the officers not to take action, vehemently asserting her innocence. Interestingly, she even mentioned having Muslim friends, perhaps trying to paint herself in a more favourable light.
Can I leave my car here?
That's absolutely fine, sure.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Interesting.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll get a good attorney.
God bless you.
Yep. God bless me. God, because I'm a Christian.
Christians don't talk like you.
No, but you know what?
No.
I just went through. Can I put that in my purse, please?
I need to
Will you
collect
put-
your property. You are a prisoner now. I need to collect your
I've
belongings.
never been a prisoner.
Well, you are tonight.
Please
No,
don't.
no, you're going to jail.
Please don't.
Open your hand. What is this?
It's my Kleenex.
Okay,
For
so
my nose.
let it go.
Well, can you give me a Kleenex? Officer, please help me.
Just get, they said it is our prosecution?
No, 2 seconds ago.
They said no now?
Yeah.
Because they told me yes.
They told me no, it's not.
Confirm for me
Please
or...
don't do this. Please. I didn't do anything.
How about you just stand there and stop talking? How about we do that? How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting. None. Just stop talking.
You guys can leave. We'll take care of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys have a good one.
This officer saw me last night. I've been having a lot happening in my life.
You really think that's going to happen?
With a simple
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even though Bozanich's actions were upsetting, the IBAS chose not to pursue legal action. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more content.